Welcome back to Road to Fire. We're a family of three documenting our journey to fire, financial independence, retire early. Let's chat about our March debt-free journey update. I will share all our current debt balances and our payments we made this month with all real numbers like always, so please hang with me. Now, becoming debt-free is our unofficial sixth goal. I can't make it an official goal as our existing 2021 goals are already lofty, so I don't want to overshoot it. I think we'll be able to be debt-free this year if we make a few adjustments. Now we have went to get our audio appraised and looked at, and we hope to sell that car and get a commuter car while using the spread to help pay off the remainder of our debt. This weekend we're going to another shop to help us get one more step closer to debt freedom. I am excited as I never really liked the car and it was probably one of my biggest personal financial mistakes after our overpriced wedding. So here's our February recap. We were just under our target of sending about $1,900 a month to debt and ended up sending just around $1,600. Keep in mind this is on top of us investing heavily. We are working to pay off our last car loan that has an interest rate around 3.5%. We did shop around to get this refinance and didn't really find anything much better than what we currently have. We sent a $900 payment in the beginning of the month in February and then sent an additional $700 towards the middle of the month. Keep in mind that the $900 went directly towards our principal, but the $700 was split between our principal and interest. I do love how Chase makes it very easy to make payments without the hassle. Because when I was paying off our debt with our Wells Fargo Auto for our Audi, we had to call to make sure that our payments or our additional payments went towards our principal and not the interest. It was really annoying, but it was worth the hassle. So we pledged to send all of our side hustle income or incremental income we make to debt outside of our monthly payments. We don't have many sources, but these three listed, Google AdSense, online sales, and surveys average about $500 a month collectively. Surprisingly enough, I've already made over $225 on surveys this month, and that will all go to debt in the next budget. Starting in April, I will adjust our budget to make sure I am allocating all these funds accordingly. But as we continue to find new ways to make additional income, we will continue to send it all to debt. I have applied to some remote part-time jobs that will work perfectly with my schedule, fingers crossed that they pan out. I used to be a virtual assistant back in college, and I love that experience, which helped me pay off my housing costs, allowing me to graduate with no student loans or debt at all after college. But in Q2, we might shift some of our investing dollars or dollars planned to go into the market into debt. February, I accidentally sent an additional $2,250 into our brokerage account. I was not aware of this issue until I was notified by Wells Fargo due to a duplicate transaction that went through. Because we leave a large buffer in our checking accounts, I did not notice it until about mid-month. So instead of investing around $6,000, we sent over $8,500 into the market in February. I'm not complaining, but it was definitely not planned. Essentially, I adjusted my automatic withdrawal dates and did not cancel out the old ones within Vanguard. Silly mistake on my end, but allows us to send more cash to debt in April to kind of balance things out. So I'm working on that budget right now. So in March, we made two payments. We made our standard monthly payment of $675 with an additional $25 to make an even $700. I always round our expenses up to keep things even. We then made a payment of $800 and this was after I received my unexpected bonus. I split my bonus between our tax bill that is now due in May and debt payments. Then our last payment was on the 26th and we sent an additional $250. My husband's vacation was finally paid out from his old job, so we used some of that money to make an additional payment. In total, we sent $1,750 to debt, which is more than last month but still below our targeted number. I'm okay with this as we're trending in the right direction. Now our monthly payment is $675, which is insane, and over 88% goes to our principal and the remainder goes to interest. I'm always curious to see how much interest, the bad kind of interest, we are paying each month. It keeps me motivated. Now $80 might not seem like a lot to some, but this would cover our household items each month. So here's our 2021 debt-free tracker, which shows our progress from the start of May of 2020. Since May of last year, almost 10 months ago, we have paid off $34,379 in debt and over 55% of our total debt. Our current remaining balance is just over $27,700. We have a 6-year loan but hope to have this paid off within 2.5 years. June of this year will make 2 years and Christmas 2021 will take us to about 2.5 years or a bit over. The closer I get to the $20,000 mark, the more excited I am. Now the next milestone is to get under $25,000. I find that once you break down your goals into smaller segments, it makes the numbers seem more tangible. I hope we can get under $25,000 next month or within May, which means we'll have to send about $2,700 to debt within those 2 months. We need to increase our side hustle income as well as shift our budget around to make this happen. Now, it's possible as we don't have any unexpected expenses in April or May or any high ticket items outside of our medical expense that was planned for. I can't believe the quarter is already done, which is very motivating and helps me push even harder on our debt free journey goals. But it's been almost a year on this journey, and I use these three tips to try and stay focused and motivated while paying off debt and investing. Now, the first tip is to find a community. The online community on YouTube, as well as the IG debt free community outside of the radical Dave Ramsey followers, has helped me stay motivated while paying off debt. Paying off debt is annoying and does evoke shame, but it's a part of the steps of financial independence and needs to be done. The DMs, comments, likes, dislikes, messages, and feedback I receive from everyone on these platforms helps me stay motivated on this journey, so thank you. Also, making these videos keeps me accountable as well as it's a great reference point to see how far we've come. Now, number two is to use visuals. I found that creating charts in Excel, as you can see from all my videos, keeps me motivated. I know that there are debt-free journey charts or trackers where you can color in sections, and I love watching those videos as other people's progress or energy is very motivating as well. We track everything in Excel as I like to play around with equations to see when we can become debt-free, but seeing the graphs get smaller and the charts fill up over time definitely keeps us motivated. So try turning your numbers into a visual representation. So the final tip is to celebrate your small wins. We put in milestones or checkpoints along the way and we found small ways to celebrate when we hit these numbers. Our next one is to be under $25,000 in debt. And we'll probably go out to get bubble tea, have a nice dinner, or get a new plant to celebrate. When we become fully debt-free though, hopefully around Christmas, we can do something larger like go on a trip or exchange fun gifts with each other. Sometimes along the way, it's really hard to stop and see how far you've come. So it's important to celebrate all the wins, even the small ones. We are now working to make this happen. Now, April is a 3 pay period month for us or for my husband, so we'll have a quote unquote extra check come in. That means we can send more money to debt to help us stay on track on our plan and even get a little bit ahead. I do love 3 pay period months as it feels like more money when in reality it's not. When we become fully consumer debt free, I'd like to get a month ahead on all of our bills and use these 3 pay period months to do that. Our monthly debt payment average is around $1,600, but I hope for us to get over $2,000 in April with this additional check. And April 1st will be the first pay period or paycheck my husband will get from his new job, which is exciting. So I still need to make adjustments to the budget as we progress in April. Overall, I still feel very positive on the progress we've made this year. Now, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Until next time.